Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Got a 5 of Wands. This is a card of energy, right? This is a card of you using your energy. It's a card of fighting, of striving, okay? I feel like you are a fighter. I feel like you've been, you've been pushing into life. You've been working on something. You've been giving your energy over to something. The 5 of Wands is the 5-fingered hand, right? Reaching for something out in the world. And I feel like you're going to get it. Let's find out with the Dove and Serpent spread here. We have a Knight of Swords. We have a Knight of Cups. This is your superpower card. This represents the Cancer energy in action, okay? So it tells me that, yes, what you're striving for, what you're reaching for, is something that you feel very strongly about, okay? There's a purpose behind it, okay? You're not just fighting just to fight. You're not wrestling just because you have nothing else to do. It's something that's coming from your heart. You're pursuing something meaningful in your life. We got 9 of Wands here. Strength. You got the moon. You got the star. Look at that. Beautiful. Reaching for the stars, that 5-fingered hand, right? Reaching for the stars. You have an Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, the Hanged Man, and, the Princess of Pentacles. I feel like you are, whatever you're striving for, I feel like you're reaching it. Whatever you're reaching for, you're grabbing it. And whatever you are achieving is going to make you very, very happy, okay? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set this down right over here with big red ant right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments right below the video. Now, as we look around the room, we see 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards. We obviously have our fire, right? We've got some water, we've got some air, we've got some earth. It's fairly balanced, okay? A lot of majors, and I think that's a good thing. Kind of shows, that spirit's got your back. The universe is on your side. The universe wants you to reach it, okay? But let's start with our 5 of Wands. Generally, this is a card of small conflicts or some sort of competition. Stay calm, okay? Use challenges right now to build something. Use the challenges that you're facing to develop your skills. This could be, practice. It could be you working on patience, or even you building up the right kind of team around you. Don't waste your energy, though, just to prove that you're right. If you believe in what you're fighting for, then fight. Give it everything you've got, okay? But don't focus on arguing. Let's try to get creative with our problem solving right now. Yeah. This is also, in a way, promotion energy. I feel like you're reaching for something. You're reaching up. You're reaching higher. You're reaching for the stars. You're reaching for the next step in your path. So there could be a promotion energy, right? You're showing your receipts. You're saying, look at my track record. This is what I've done. Look at what I've accomplished. And you're asking very clearly for what you want. And you're sort of, you're holding out for that. You're maintaining control of your energy. I feel like a lot of you are going to be experiencing a leveling up. Okay? I feel like this is going to be a really good month for you. Yeah? Especially with that star card. I kind of feel like this is miracle mode. Okay? I feel like you're reaching far. Okay? And you're going after something that is big. I think you're going to get it. Okay? Physical activity would be a very good idea for you this month. Okay, releases some frustration, helps you to unwind. Yeah, but some of that friction, is helping you to polish your skills. This is a very active card. This struggle is going to turn into growth, but you've got to stay focused. You got to believe in what you're reaching for, and you got to keep reaching. Yeah, you got to keep it going. I like that we have a Knight of Swords because I feel that there's really a sense of direction. We're not just fighting just to fight. We're not striving after something just to sort of prove that we can. I think that there's really there's kind of a plan, or at least there's an objective to it. You know what you're fighting for, in other words. The Knight of Swords is looking into the future and seeing like a series of steps. Okay, this is perhaps some clear thinking. I feel that there is some good news coming in, and it's going to require that you act quickly. Okay, fast changes are requiring clear thinking and like rapid decision making. Yeah, but don't be impatient. Don't be very careful about your words. I think especially if this is kind of a promotion energy, or if there's some sort of competition going on, or you're striving for something, you're reaching for something, make sure that your actions are well timed and make sure that your words are very clear and concise. Okay? You're going to speak clearly and you're going to very concisely lay out what it is you want. Don't beat around the bush, in other words, yeah. Take bold action toward your goals. You're doing that with that Five of Wands. There may be a challenge. There may be competition. Maybe somebody else is going after the same job as you. You're not going to get angry. You're going to respond with reason and with strategy. Okay? Protect your time. Focus on what really matters. There could be good news coming in. It may have to do with travel. I feel like what you're striving for, you're kind of going to get the notice that like it's yours. Like you got the job, right? Whatever that five-fingered hand is reaching for, whatever that Five of Wands is trying to grasp, you're going to get it. Yeah. Your courage has brought this blessing about. Okay. The miracle is real. Now, you have your superpower card under the surface. Here we have the Knight of Cups. This is inspiration, okay? And that, your dreams, I think, are very inspired right now. I think, I don't know, I feel like inspiration is even coming through like music and art and all those all the aesthetics of life, It's a good time for romance. It's a good time for you to go after what you feel in your heart. This is going to work. What you're striving for right now, it's going to work, but only if it's inspired. Only if it's a path with heart. Yeah. You're not lazy. You are, I think, balancing rest with action. You're showing gratitude for the people that have been supportive of you. I think that really goes a long way. Showing support. Share your creative side even. Sometimes the Knight of Cups is giving a gift to the world. I think, it's a good time to sort of ask for what you need, reach for what you need. And to, again, feel that promotion energy. Feel like you're walking in and you're saying, look, this is what I want, this is what I need, I deserve it, I worked hard, this is what I want, and you're sort of laying it out on the table. I think you're making progress. I think that this is showing me that you're really ready for your cup to be filled. Yeah, so it could be holding out that cup and thinking, put something in there. We're ready for that miracle. We're ready for that blessing. We're ready for love. We're ready for the promotion. We're ready for the relief. We're ready for the good stuff. Ready for all the good stuff. Why? Well, 9 of Wands in the background, because you've been strong for a long time. You've continued to handle everything that's been sent your way. Yeah, you have a lot of resilience. I think that you've been experiencing a lot of challenges, things that have been repeating. And I think this is the time where you're going to get the healing or the renewal or the relief or the miracle or the blessing that you're striving for. Because you never gave up the fight. 5 of Wands, you're still fighting. You never gave up, even though, perhaps it's been, maybe you've gone after the same position for a couple of times, This is the time where it's really going to land. Yeah. 9 of Wands also reminding us to rest when we need to. You don't have to rest only when there's, you don't need an excuse. You don't need a reason to rest. If you're tired, you can slow down. Okay. Protect what you've already worked hard for. I think your experience has taught you a lot of resilience, has taught you inner strength, backbone, resolve, willpower, very strong. And I think that all of this momentum is now leading up to that kind of final grasp of something. So don't let any doubts weaken your confidence right now. Don't let anything cause you to bend. Because you've earned it, you deserve it, and I think you keep reaching for it. Keep grasping it. Persistence is turning into a victory here. Well, we've got a moon energy up here too. And sometimes the moon, especially for Cancer, because obviously Cancer is ruled by the moon, I think that sometimes we're prone to discouragement. Some of your feelings right now might be a little bit confusing. We might be worried that we're not going to get it, whatever we're reaching for. But don't react to this. Okay? Don't react to your feelings right now of like confusion or darkness or uncertainty. Okay? I think your dreams are getting very vivid right now. Maybe you're experiencing more sleepless nights because of like a lot of dreams, very vivid dreams. If you have any fear right now, be thankful for it. Because you're choosing courage. The fear is giving you an opportunity to be brave. I think you're walking into that uncertainty and you're reaching for what you need. You're claiming it. Right now, avoid any kind of gossip, any kind of fictional accounts of things. I think that you need to maintain a clear mind. Stay focused on truth. Yeah. Be gentle with yourself. Let the moods come and go. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep reaching for what you want. Take breaks from anything that is, seems like it's sort of like, it's keeping you in too much of a stressful state. Okay? So I think rest and taking breaks and even like limiting screen time, that sort of thing. Quiet the noise down a little bit. Because there's something that you're working on. That 5 of which something you're fighting for. Your intuition is growing very, very strong. I feel like your goal is just about here. The star card in this future position. Hope, inspiration, healing. Okay? This is the wish coming true. This is, you're literally reaching for the stars here. Okay? Literally reaching for the stars. And as uncertain as the path may have been, as emotional as this trip may have been for you, this is the moment. Very, very soon, I think you're getting that wish coming true. The miracle is happening. Okay. A good time to spend time outdoors, under the stars, recharge your energy. Keep the faith, though. Okay? Faith, hope, and trust that what you're reaching for is also reaching for you. Whether it's the job, a promotion, whether it's something physical or financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, or creative. It could be a relationship, could be at home, at work, at school. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that your desire for it, your Knight of Cups, your desire for it is stronger than your fear. Because that's going to keep you reaching for it. And it's going to happen. Keep the faith. Okay? I think you're getting the confirmation that this is happening. This is going to be the best month of your life. I feel like miracle mode is here. You're reaching for the stars, and I think you're getting it. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. These readings are totally free. Let me know which one of the cards on the path of the dove resonate with you the most. Okay. Over here on the path of the serpent, we start with clarity. We start with the Ace of Swords. This is truth. This is someone who has got like an antenna on their head and is receiving the divine signal. I think confirmation is coming. I think you're receiving a kind of download. I think you're experiencing the certainty of your path now. So it's kind of like when you're getting the certainty, you don't need faith anymore. Because you're getting direct knowledge of something. So at first, you got to go on faith. You're moving forward just with, I'm choosing to believe that this is going to work. I'm choosing to believe that what I'm reaching for is reaching for me, and we're going to lock hands real soon. It takes faith, right? This is a moment of clear truth, cutting through the confusion. It's certainty. Right now, we have this looming uncertainty. But I kind of feel like, even in the darkness, you have a sense of inner certainty. Okay? I feel like there might be an important decision for you right now, whether to keep going. Make that decision very honestly. In your life right now, you're speaking your mind. Your words have power. There is a challenge before you. It may be testing your patience, testing your focus, testing your resolve, testing your faith. You're stronger than you think. And this manifestation, what you're reaching for, the thing that you're trying to accomplish, it's going to work. When your belief matches your behavior, you believe this, you feel certain about it, and that Five of Wands is you acting like it's already a foregone conclusion. It's already real. You think it already exists. And you're behaving as such. That's how manifestation is working for you. When belief matches behavior. A good time to write, good time to study, good time to communicate, keep your mind sharp. Journal. Name your fears, write those fears down, be thankful that they're there because they mean that you're doing something big. Okay. Clarity is going to help you achieve your victory. Believing in yourself, believing in this path. Now we've got a Hierophant here as well. I feel like for some of you, this is really a good time for learning. Maybe some of you are sort of reaching for that higher knowledge. Okay, this could be a kind of an educational thing for a lot of people. The Hierophant is also assistance, okay? Are we utilizing all the resources around us that we might need? Is there something we could learn from a teacher or a book or taking a class that might help us in what we're striving for? Yeah, at 5, it's all about that 5 of Wands, the strife, the fight, the conflict that you're in because you're reaching for something. You're trying to do something, and anytime you try to do something, there are forces that you have to overcome. Just sitting here, I'm overcoming gravity. Just breathing, I'm overcoming, the gravity around me. Okay. So is there some resource in your environment, is there some resource around you that you could use? Is there some good advice coming in that you can heed from someone you trust, of course? Right now you need to keep your promises, especially the ones you've made to yourself. Okay? You are earning respect. You are respecting yourself. I feel like people around you are respecting you because you're a person of your word. You said you're going to do something, and you're not giving up until it's done, Make sure you strengthen your daily routine. Small habits are going to take you a long way. Traditions or any kind of family wisdom may be especially helpful for some of you right now. I think also see where you might be able to share what you know with somebody else, almost like exchange information. Like you've got part of the story and somebody else has the other part of the story. Kind of feel like maybe something like that going on. It could be that some of you are involved in some kind of friction or some kind of a family drama. You don't have all the facts yet. Okay, maybe the 5 of Wands is like everybody's fighting. Maybe literally it's just fight. There's a fight going on. Don't take sides. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't make assumptions because there are facts that are hidden. You may think you know what's really happening, but maybe there's a piece of the story you're missing. Okay. This week is about guidance and steady growth. Okay. And continuing to make progress. Now, I feel like you've sacrificed a lot already. You have a hanged man here. And the hanged man, I really feel like we're ready for this energy to flip. That we're ready to get out of this position of sacrificing and suffering. So we're ready to receive. Okay. Things may have been slowing down in your progress, and maybe that is a good time to reflect and to heal a little bit. Sometimes the hanged man is literally like we're looking at things from a different perspective. Whatever the problem is, whatever the 5 of Wands fight or conflict or friction or striving is, try looking at it from a different position. Okay, and see if that gives you a little bit of clarity. Yeah. Don't struggle against the flow of things. So it's kind of like, how can you use, almost like judo, how can you use the momentum of this situation to make progress rather than trying to fight against something pound for pound? How can you use the momentum of the energy that's already there? Yeah. Stay patient, stay steady. Give up anything like that you no longer need, that 5 of Wands. Don't fight for anything that doesn't need to be fought for. Sometimes you let go of things. Make the fight easier on yourself. Maybe you have too many battles going on right now. Choose your battles, okay? But this is the energy that you don't want as well, right? This is in the position of the fear, worry, concern, or the energy you don't want. You don't want to give up the fight. This is a card of surrender. You don't want to surrender. You want to keep fighting. You see? So what do we need to do in order to keep ourselves as strong as possible right now? Strength for the fight. Okay, strength for the fight. I kind of feel like what the hanged man is really saying, though, is that, hey, your fight's almost over. You've almost won. The thing that you've been striving for, it's starting to grow now. Maybe you're going to realize very soon that you don't have to fight anymore. It's not a surrender. It's a win, you know. I'm going to do let's do a manifestation oracle card for you really quick. Guardian armor. Create healthy boundaries and guard against doubt and fear. I hold my sacred space. The guardian armor. That's kind of a 5 of wands, right? Kind of this fight energy a little bit. Holding your sacred space. The guardian, creating healthy boundaries, guarding against doubt and fear. We see that with the moon card as well. A little bit of doubt, a little bit of fear. Okay? And that guardian is really that ace of swords saying, there's fear, there's uncertainty, it's a dark doorway, I can't predict the future, but I believe. I believe that it's out there for me. Yeah, and then you're getting that Princess of Discs. Things are ready to become real. These good ideas, what you've been fighting for, is starting to grow. Something has been nurtured and cared for and fought for, and it's starting to bear fruit. Okay? This is, this is that growth. This is the lasting results that are starting to show up. So I feel like keep fighting for something, and kind of when does the offense turn into just defense? You're digging the dirt up, right? And then you're going to plant the seeds, cover them up with dirt, water them, and then it's just a matter of like keeping predators away, keeping the rabbits away from like eating your, green beans. So the offense turns to defense at some point. I think you strive and you fight, and now once it starts to grow, now you just kind of keep everything away from it so it can continue to grow. I feel like the miracle is now taking place, and you don't have to fight anymore, but you still have to nurture and tend very carefully to something. Nurture it. Pay attention to the details. That 5 of wands is just kind of like brute force. Now it's delicate. Now you've got to stay grounded. Now you're not rushing. You're tending, you're cultivating, you're tending to the garden now. Now it's about the slow progress and building something lasting, making sure that it has everything it needs so it can continue to get bigger. So if this is the job promotion, first you fight for it. And once you get it, you gotta cultivate it. You gotta work slowly, you gotta work hard, but you gotta build it up. Okay. Let's look at the mystery card. I want this to be the win. I want this to be probably an Ace of Cups or a 6 of Pentacles. I think a 6 of anything would be good. If you have a prediction, please put it in the comments. Let's see. Oh, the Death card. Interesting, yeah. Because this is slow and steady progress over the course of time. The 5 of wands maybe is, we're trying to nudge the river. We're trying to maybe push the river. Trying to make things go faster, I think really what it's saying is that, honestly, you've been fighting for a long time. And now, the fight's over. You got it. Now it's just a matter of you holding on to it. You've reached for something, you've grabbed it. That phase is over now. The next chapter is you tending to that flower, cultivating it, growing it, nurturing it, caring for it so it can grow. So the Death card then is that transition. One chapter closes, another one's beginning. The ending, the fight is over. Let go of that fight energy at the right time. There's a right time. Like there's a reason why we have a 5 of wands in our deck. There's a reason why we have this emotion or this energy or this ability to fight. Okay? Because it's good for us. We need it. Sometimes that's the right thing to do. You got to know when to stop doing it and switch into kind of nurturing, caring mode. Yeah? And this is that transformation. So it's kind of like, the situation has needed strength and fight. What does the situation need from you now? Because real growth and progress is you being the person that your life needs. Okay? So right now, maybe it still needs you to fight. But when the situation needs you to be the nurturer or the gardener or the cultivator, then you've got to be that person. You have to be able to make that transition. Yeah. So I think this is really saying that, very soon, all of your striving is creating a doorway where you can leave that very intense Five of Wands behind and embrace a different kind of energy. Okay? I love that. I think that's beautiful. We're going to do an extended reading as well. We'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do oracle cards. We will clarify money and love. And we'll do the yes/no coin. There's a link up here in the corner. There's a link right below. New readings for Cancer Wednesdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you are watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we are all in this together.